Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, and you?
Okay, thank you. I'm great too. Thank you. Okay, before we begin, I wanna tell you that in this lesson we are going to bilingual, use both of the languages, Bahasa Indonesia and English. So you are allowed to answer my question and respond in Bahasa Indonesia. Okay. And then please be active and good luck. Okay. Now, before we begin, let's pray together. Okay, siapa yang pimpin?
Oke, bersiap.
Siap.
Let's pray. Finish. Greeting please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now in this video we are going to learn about trigonometric function linear. Okay, learning objective. So after this lesson, you are hope to understand and be able to discovering the concept of limit trigonometric function using substitution method. And then you are going to discovering and applying limits of trigonometric function formulas and solving the limits of trigonometric function problems using both of the method. Okay. So, based on the learning objective, the learning model we use today is discovery learning. Okay, have you ever wondered why we should learn about limit of trigonometric function? Ada yang pernah kepikiran nggak? Kenapa kita harus belajar limit trigonometric function? Okay, yeah. Okay, now I want you to imagine, you want to understand how these things work, like a vibration and wave sound. Okay. Now, the limits is help us to figure out what happens to this function if in this function when the input gets really close to a certain value. This is important because sometimes we want to know how fast something is changing or how it behaves to near special point. The first one is we use in sound waves. Now, when you play music, the sound travel in waves, right? Okay, these waves can be described in sine or cosine function. Now, the limits help us to find out what happens to the wave at a very specific moment, like the exact point where the sound start or change. Okay. The second one is when the engineering of build bridges and buildings. The engineering use trigonometric function to study how bridge and buildings sway in wind or during the earthquake. Gitu. And then the last one is pendulum motion. A swinging of pendulum motion in path that follow a sine curve. Limits let us to understand how the pendulum behaves at the highest point or the lower point. So, by learning these limits, you can predict the exact behavior in many real things, from music to engineering safety. Okay? Now, the mind map. So, before we begin to learn the trigonometric function limit, in the previous class, in grade 10 and grade 11, we've already learned about function. Function is divided by two, algebraic function and trigonometric function. Algebraic function, ini juga ada dua, algebraic function total series and algebraic function limit. In trigonometric function, we have learned about trigonometric function formula. And now, in grade 12, we are going to learn about trigonometric function limits. And there are 4 methods to solve the limits. The first one is substitution method, trigonometric function formula, factorization, integration and simplify the trigonometric function. But in this meeting, we are going to learn about the first two methods, that are substitution method and trigonometric limit formulas. Okay, now take a look at these tables. Okay, now what can you conclude about these tables? Apa yang bisa disimpulkan dari tabel ini? Beda. Yang kiri sendiri, yang kanannya sendiri. Kan fungsinya beda di situ. Oke.
Kiri mendekati
Tapi semuanya hampir jadi angka 1.
Yang
kiri.
mana yang kiri?
Iya.
Oke.
mendekati 0.
Mendekati 0 ketika yang kiri dan kanan dulu nih. Coba yang kiri dulu.
Mendekati
Yang ini.
1.
Yang sin x per x.
Itu mendekati 1. Mendekati 1 ketika x yang
Ketika x nya
0.
So the value of x approximate 0 of sin x per x is
1.
1. Oke,
I see.
good. Iya. Lalu yang satu lagi ini.
Iya.
How about this one?
Mendekati 0.
Close to 0.
Yeah, close to 0. Okay, so we can conclude that the value of limit x when x approximate 0 of sin x per x is 1. And then the second one is the value of limit when x approximate 0 of 1 minus sec cosine x per x is 0. So limit exists when the left hand limit equals to right hand limit. Okay. Is it clear?
Clear, Miss.
Okay. Now, how about this graph? This is a graph of sin x per x. Grafiknya naik. Grafiknya naik. Oke. Naik ketika puncaknya berapa di sini?
1.
1. Oke, when di x1 di y1, so di x
0.
iya, approximate to 0. Left hand limit itu equals to right hand limit. So when the limit x-nya itu approximate to 0, value-nya 1. Oke. Oke. Now discussion and exploration time. Oke. Pada bawah itunya nggak LKPD student worksheet. Oke. Oke. Now yang pertama, the first one is worksheet identity. The subject is Advanced Mathematics, grade 12. Learning modelnya discovery learning. The learning objective is we've already know in the previous PowerPoint. And then read the instruction. First, read each test of the activity carefully. And then we have to discuss with the group if you find any difficulties. You can also ask me as well, okay? And then fill in the answer column according to your understanding of the discussion result. And then prepare the work result to be presented. So after you finish with the student worksheet, you also have to present your work, okay? And then the notes, you are allowed to use your smartphone and calculator if you are needed. Okay, is it clear? Clear. Okay. Okay. we move on to step 1, stimulation. Okay, your time's 5 minutes. Start now. Okay. Kamu udah berapa nih? Alright, 5 minutes finish. Who wants to present the step 1?
Saya
Okay, let's get. Please come to in front of class.
Oke, jadi untuk step 1, stimulation, given fx sama dengan sin x per x. Nah, yang pertama itu kita substitusi 1, x sama dengan 1, kita sama fx sama dengan sin x per x. Nah, nanti didapat 0,8414 dan seterusnya sampai kita coba substitusi dengan x itu 0,01. Nah, nanti didapat 0,999. Nah, selanjutnya dari limit kanannya kita substitusi dari kirinya yang min 0,01 kita substitusi ke dalam persamaannya, nanti didapat 0,999. Nah, selanjutnya kita tulis notasi dari limit kanan dan limit kirinya. Jadi untuk limit kirinya notasinya seperti ini, limit x mendekati 0, di sini ada tanda negatifnya, sin x per x sama dengan 1, dan untuk notasi dari limit kanan, limit x sama x menuju 0. Nah, di sini tandanya plus, sin x per x sama dengan 1. Nah, terus yang kedua itu das limit sin x per x axis y. Nah, jadi dia itu limitnya ada karena limit kanan dan kirinya itu sama nilainya. Nah, selanjutnya untuk grafiknya kurang lebih gambarnya seperti ini. Jadi ketika x-nya mendekati 0, maka nanti nilai limitnya 1.
The conclusion?
Oke, untuk konklusinya, nilai dari limit ada karena nilai limit kiri dan nilai limit kanan sama, serta limit x menuju 0, sin x per x sama dengan 1.
Okay, alright, let's see. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so as I was saying, limits, the value of limits exists if the x to 0 left hand limits ini negatif, berarti artinya dari kiri kayak gini kan. Kalau di grafik dari left hand limits and the right hand limits is the same. Okay, because they are the same, so limit x approach to 0 of sin x per x is the value 1. Okay. Now, let's move on to step 2, problem identification. Who wants to present? Siska. Okay.
Apa yang terjadi kalau misalnya kita substitusi x-nya sama dengan 0 di dalam persamaan sin x per x? Kalau kita langsung substitusi, maka dikeluarkan hasilnya langsung 0, artinya bentuk kata bentuk itu nggak bisa.
Correct. So the limit doesn't.
Iya, jadinya limitnya nggak ada karena bentuk kata bentuk. Terus yang kedua, apakah ada cara lain untuk menemukan limit fungsi gitu ya, Miss? Oke, berarti ada sebenarnya kita bisa menggunakan formula atau konvensi itu.
Okay. You may sit. Okay. We are going to learn about substitution method and using trigonometric function limit formula. Okay, what happens if we substitute the x to sin x per x? So we find the value of limit set 0 per 0 itu identity limits atau bentuknya tidak tentu. So the limit doesn't exist. Okay. If the limit doesn't exist or the value is 0 per 0, so we have to use the other method, that is using limits formula, limit trigonometric function formula. Okay. Now move on to data collection. Step 3. Who wants to present? Okay, Caca.
Oke, jadi di step 3 data collection, soalnya kan limit x mendekati 0 tan x per x. Nah, kita masukin nolnya ke x, jadi tan 0 per 0 sama dengan 0 per 0. Terus yang kedua juga sin 2x per x, jadi sin 2 dikali 0 per 0, jadi hasilnya 0 per 0. Ini kan nggak ada hasilnya, limitnya tidak ada. Jadi kan di worksheetnya itu ada rumus yang limit x mendekati 0 tan ax per bx sama dengan ab. Nah, jadi kita pakai karena dia tan ax a-nya 1, jadi sama dengan 1, terus bx b-nya 1, jadi 1, jadi 1 per 1 sama dengan 1. Yang bawahnya sin 2x per x, jadi 2 per 1 sama dengan 2. Nah, kalau misalkan yang activity 4 itu dari smartphone-nya didapat misalnya ada ini.
Is there any question about step 3 data collection?
Ini semua nanya.
Ya.
Kenapa tiba-tiba tan x per x itu jadinya apa ya? Atau
Yang ini
salah dari mana ya?
ini kenapa langsung A per B? Oke, so the formula is found by the in algebraic function, limit function. You know there are L'Hopital rules, right? L'Hopital rules means you have to find the derivative of and then the numerator and the numerator, right? Oke, begitu juga sama yang ini. So the numerator, for example, ini x approach to 0. So we have to find the derivative of ax and then the derivative of sin x. Sin dx. Ini misalnya you already know the derivative of ax. Okay. Nah, you don't learn about the derivative of limit of trigonometric function, right? We are going to learn that after this material. So, limit derivative of sin bx itu dia b cos bx. Nah, when we substitute di x-nya ke sini, jadinya a per b dikali cos b kali 0. You know the value of cos 0? Cos 0
This one.
alright. Cos a per b. Gitu. The others is the same as the process of handling. So in this step 3 data collection, if we substitute the x, the value of x, and then the value of the limits is 0 per 0, we can solve it with limit trigonometric function formula. Okay? Okay, is it clear, Siska and everyone? Clear? Alright. Now we are move on to the last step. Step 4, data processing. Who wants to present the work? Okay, Nadia. konsep yang sudah dipelajari tadi. Kalau misalnya nyari limit x mendekati 0 dari sin x per sin x tambah cos x, kita masukin x nya sama dengan 0, jadinya yang ini nilainya sama dengan 0. Terus yang limit x mendekati 0 x tan x per sin x sama dengan ini kita masukin kan tan 0 dengan 1. Pakai rumus, jadi masukin x sama dengan 1 kali 1 plus 1 sama dengan 1. Oke. Terus untuk activity 5, soal apa yang bisa pakai cara substitusi, yaitu ketika setelah kita substitusi limitnya adalah determinan. Mana determinan? Ini determinannya 0 per 0. Ya, x-nya tidak mendekati 0. Terus yang kedua, apa yang bisa pakai rumus formula trigonometri, yaitu jika bentuk efeknya rasional dan tidak tentu setelah kita substitusi nilai kesamaan x-nya. Oke, thank you Nadia. What type of the problem we can use the substitution method? We can use the substitution method if after we substituting there is some 0 per 0. Jadi limitnya ini bentuk limit tentu. And then kalau yang ini kita substitusi pakai metode substitution, ini nanti hasilnya 0 per 0. So the second one is we can use the formula that we already found. Okay? Okay, is there any question everyone? No. Okay. If there is no other question, okay, that's all for me. That's all for today. Thank you for your active participate, and then wassalamualaikum